Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to look at our study piece for this DVD, which is a little track that I've written with the genius title of Zakk Attakk. And basically this is putting all of Zakk's lick ideas and also his riff ideas into one little tune. So hopefully you should get a good look at how the great man thinks. And we're going to start off by taking a look at the rhythm part. And it's based around the key of F sharp minor and modulates up to C sharp for the chorus. The inspiration of this track was Miracle Man, which is the opening track off of No Rest for the Wicked. And Zakk has this really cool approach to his rhythm playing, whereby he plays very, very, very tight 16th notes, muted root note, and then we'll accent the chord. And it's kind of borrowed, I suppose, from Randy Rhoads. Tracks like Crazy Train and I Don't Know showcase that particular technique. And Zakk's used it quite a lot on various different riffs. But like I said, Miracle Man has been our inspiration for this. So the idea is that we're playing an F sharp minor 7th. We play the F sharp root note on the 2nd fret. And then we play 2 on the D and the G string. So back to the root, slide that up a whole tone to 4th fret. So just the D and the G up a whole tone. So and the final time we play it, we include some vibrato on there, quite rapid. So here it is slowly, 2, 3, 4. Now the final time round we play an E5 chord, but I only really play the bottom, cut it off, and then play the top 2 strings. So you're literally just pedalling between the F sharp note and the 2nd fret of the D and the G. So slowly. Now this riff clocks in at a whopping 140 BPM, so it's going to take quite a lot with your picking hand, because you're also jumping strings from the E string to the D and the G, and you're muting the root, but then really accenting the chord without having the mute on there. So we then repeat the riff again. And then the concluding part of the riff is a B5, 2nd fret A, 4th fret D, slide up to C5 by a semitone, back down to B5, and then A5. C is the tritone, it's the flat 5 interval, so you get that blues scale kind of sound with your chord. So here's the whole of the verse riff played for you nice and slowly. Believe me, it is as easy as I'm saying in terms of its content, but it's the technique and actually getting the sound that's the important thing. So here we go slowly. 2, 3. Okay, Okay, that's the whole of the verse, and we play that twice. We play it once at the beginning, and then after our chorus, we repeat it again. So I'm going to play it a little more up to speed, and make sure you check the playthrough to hear it at the correct speed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, Just a little note about the picking hand for this. I'm only holding a very small amount of the pick with my picking hand, and I'm literally just brushing across the string as well. I'm not digging right in. And then I am removing the mute as I play the chord. And make sure, you know, when you play that E5, it's, you know, mute the bottom of the chord and then catch those open top 2 strings. Okay, here's the chorus section. We start off with a C sharp minor 7th chord. It's kind of like the Jimi Hendrix chord without the 3rd. So you're playing 4 on the A, 4 on the D, on the G, and 5 on the B. So it's the same kind of thing, muted root, and then stab the B and the G strings. And then we play an A5 at the 2nd fret, and then the E5. Same thing again with the open top 2 strings. C sharp 5 again. And then this time we slide the top part of the C sharp minor 7th, I said C sharp 5. Slide the top part of the C sharp minor 7th up a whole tone, so 4 and 5 become 6 and 7. So we play a B5. Now this chord isn't very Zakk, this next chord. I've got a confession to make. I'm actually creeping in another influence here, which is a bit naughty on a Zakk Wylde DVD. This sounds a little bit King's X to me, but it's kind of a nice chord voicing, and Zakk does use some interesting voicings. It's actually a B sus2 chord with an A in the root. Really nice sounding chord, and I just preferred that harmony to just, instead of going to a straight A5 chord. So far. Back to C sharp minor 7th. A5, E5. Now we have a kind of a bizarre section. I can't remember what track I borrowed this idea from. Just a very tight 16th note, single note figure, playing C, 3rd fret of the A, B, 2nd fret, D, 5th fret, E flat, 6th fret, and then E5. So we get this, 2, 3, 4. We're then back into our verse riff, and the verse riff actually finishes slightly different, so I'll play up to the point. Here we go, 2, 3. At this point here, we have a little major 3rd descending figure. We play C on the 3rd fret A and E on the 2nd fret D. Drop that down to B, so drop it down to semitone. He uses this kind of approach on that Thunder Underground track, and also another track called The Chosen One, which was on the Pride and Glory album. It's really heavy sound. You know, if you really dig in with palm muting, heavy palm muting and heavy downstrokes. So we go C, B, A, open A, and then B5, open A, and then the F sharp note on the 2nd fret of the E to finish. So our final verse sounds like this. Okay, as this is a totally original track, courtesy of myself, and isn't on any recorded material, what I'm going to do is play through the whole riff for you at a slow tempo so you can practice along with me, and then obviously you can jam along with the playthrough and get it up to speed. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.